Hello mathematicians, hope in this video and getting a little bit of practice you can say I can calculate the experimental probability of a compound event given the results of an experiment. Let's look at a quick example here. So it says there are 2 bowls of marbles. Sally pulls 20 marbles out of each bowl. She pulled 6 blue marbles out of the first bowl and 3 red marbles out of the second bowl. What is the probability of pulling out a blue marble from the first bowl and a red marble from the second bowl? So when we're talking compound probability, we're going to find the probability of each event happen individually, and we're going to multiply them together. So compound probability is the product of the 2 simple probabilities. So what we need to do is we need to find the probability of a blue marble being pulled from the first bowl. So the probability of a blue from bowl 1. And the probability of a blue marble from bowl 1, well, that was 6 blue marbles from the first bowl, so 6 favorable outcomes. And she pulled 20 marbles from each bowl, so 6 out of 20. And we can go ahead and simplify this. 6 over 20, each can be divided by 2. So we divide both of these by 2 here, which would give us 3 over 10. So 3 over 10 would be our probability of pulling a blue marble from bowl number 1. And now we're also trying to find the probability of pulling a red, so probability of a red from bowl number 2. So there was 3 red marbles pulled out of the second bowl. So 3 out of 20 would be our probability there. So 3 over 20 would be our probability of pulling a red marble from bowl number 2. So the probability that we would pull so we're looking for what is the probability of pulling out, so the probability of pulling out a blue marble from the first bowl and a red marble from the second bowl. So that probability, so probability of, when we're talking compound probability, so probability of blue from bowl 1, and I'm going to put a comma here, and a red from bowl 2, this is going to be equal to the product of these 2 probabilities. So be equal to 3 over 20, or 3 over 10 for probability of pulling a blue out of bowl 1, 3 over 10, times probability of pulling a red from bowl 2, which is 3 over 20. That probability, so now we just multiply straight across. So 3 times 3 would give us 9 over 10 times 20, 9 out of 200. And because we reduced this beforehand, these are both in simplest form. So this right here is going to be our answer right here. This is going to be our probability in simplest form, that we pull a blue marble from bowl 1 and a red marble from bowl number 2. And we also can express this as a decimal. Let's round this decimal to the nearest thousands. So if we wanted it as a decimal, we could go 9 divided by 200. Well, we know 200 surely does not go into 9, so we add an extra 0. It also doesn't go into 90, but it goes into 900. I'm going to say 4 times. 4 times 200 gives us 800, and that would give us a remainder of 100, and add an extra 0, bring that down. And 200 goes into 1,000 5 times. 5 times 2 would be 10, and add an extra 2 zeros, they give us 1,000, so we have no remainder, and we are done. So 0.45 would be our answer as a decimal rounded to the nearest thousands. So that would be the probability of pulling a blue marble out of the first bowl and a red marble out of the second bowl. So that's it for a video. If after watching this and getting a little bit of practice, you can say I can calculate the experimental probability of compound event given the result of an experiment.